When you look at the motion,
When it comes to kicking, the measure of success is simple.
the perfect kick is one that goes through the uprights. Look at that.
It just might be the most underappreciated play in football.
You know, the athleticism, big thing is leg speed.
The voice of experience.
I can tell you whether it's going to be good, miss to the right or left.
The new assistant coach just might help Irwin go the distance.
Oh!
He told me to get wider on my stance when I do field goals, and it improved it by at least 10, 15 yards.
It would be easy to question whether he's even qualified.
Now, that first step with the right foot was long. I cannot physically demonstrate to you what to do. Nice snap.
That's crazy that he knows about kicking, but he is in a wheelchair.
Move your foot in up here when you mark it off.
Blevins has been there,
Just trust me, son.
but hasn't done that.
I was born with cerebral palsy that primarily affects the left side of my body. That was all soccer.
He's never kicked a ball before.
Never played it down, but always in the game.
When I was 4 years old, I loved football. I knew I wanted to make my living in football.
His mother made this scrapbook
Never forget these.
of her son's big dreams come true.
Sports Illustrated, this stuff I haven't seen in a long time.
It all started when he was an 8th grader. A Virginia high school coach made Doug a graduate assistant, the closest Doug could ever get to playing.
My knowledge of the game exceeded my classmates that were playing.
And that knowledge helped level the playing field, realizing
That if I was going to make it to the NFL, I'd have to have a specialty.
the man who never walked, intent on going pro.
A fine NFL kicker.
The ultimate salesman, he convinced the Jets to hire him as a kicking consultant in '94.
I'm right here.
Eventually hired by Coach Jimmy Johnson of the Miami Dolphins, who hadn't even met his coach. On the first day, Johnson actually thought Blevins was a visitor with special needs. They gave him the royal treatment.
I had a hat and some candy, and then I told him I was Doug Blevins, and he told me I wasn't.
He spent 6 years with the Dolphins
Yeah, he didn't know.
and privately coached some of the best legs in the biz.
I had to demonstrate to you or demonstrate to the athlete that I knew what I was talking about.
Prized pupils include David Akers, who just set the record for most field goals in a season, and Adam Vinatieri, whose game winner in Super Bowl 36 made him a legend.
We had worked on that over and over.
As a guru, earning many nicknames in the kicking game.
Kicking Yoda, the kick whisperer.
Not bad for the guy whose backup plan was stand-up comedy, which speaks to his outlook on what some call a disability.
I would tell stories about my life and funny things that have actually happened to me because it's been real comical, it really has.
Sometimes it's a wonder how he finds that humor.
It's been more of an inconvenience in my life than anything else. I've overcome it.
As Blevins rolls in, with each set of players, there's a different set of skepticism, hoping players understand the privilege of just kicking a ball.
I still regret that I won't know what that feels like. Y'all never experienced that, but you can't dwell on that.
It makes me think about a lot of things that I have that I can do that I bet you he wishes he could do.
Hey, Brian, you got a good leg. When you do that, all your power goes.
Doug wasn't a natural-born kicker,
You're not going to miss it because your leg comes around that way.
All right.
Trust it.
but as a coach, he lives vicariously through his players.
I mean, if somebody in a wheelchair can make it to the NFL,
Yeah, I can live with that, Tyler.
In his own way, splitting the uprights.
Great job, because who would believe it?
At Irwin, John Lee, News 13.